This guy's gonna make a lot of mistakes post flop, right?
Yeah,
So if we hit big, we're gonna be able to take a lot of money from him. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So start making some adjustment to your raise sizes. Okay, so this guy's in the small blind. What does his range look like to you?
Well, he might have some middle pairs, ace, X suited, and
Do you think he three bets some ace x suited?
maybe some of them, but versus me, not so much.
Okay. Um, I'm wondering. I'm wondering to myself, what's wrong with him, right?
Yeah,
Like, I don't know why this is like that. Maybe he's your cousin.
no,
Yeah,
I don't know why he didn't rebet me. I don't know. Maybe I 4-bet sometimes versus him. Maybe I don't remember him.
he
So
remembers you though. You're the crazy maniac who always four bet, right?
maybe, but no, not really.
So when I see this, okay, when I see the 2%, I ask myself, what the heck's going on, right?
Yeah,
What's wrong here? Because you have data mine hands, right?
yeah,
So pay attention to that. Okay, so usually he three bets 14%.
yeah,
Uh, it's probably going to include pocket eights, pocket nines, right?
yeah.
He three bets or fold the small blinds more. So I would say like maybe king queen, ace queen, poker stars, yeah.
No, only for from 25 and after.
It might help him. Either 25 is some guys move down, right?
Yeah, maybe some of them. I can send you some if you want.
All right.
So she check raised me.
Um, Against him, I would sometimes opt to
Check back.
check back and pot control this instead of bet on this board.
Okay.
It's a good bluffing board for him, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
I know.
with two diamonds, and there's a lot of barreling cards that he can do. So I would more often than not check back and pot control. So when I look here, he barrels turn after flop raise 58 and 50. He raised
Yeah.
it, call,
And
and fold probably.
okay, so I didn't fold
Call.
because I didn't imagine he would raise here a 9 or he will he will bet all the flushes, all the bluffs on that 9.
I think he would shut down some of his bluffs too, right?
Yeah, yeah, because of that turn barrel after flop raise, no?
So yeah, I would call turn and expect him to show like pocket threes or something like that here.
Okay,
I don't think he's gonna bluff the river.
yeah,
The ace is also good for his like semi bluff range, right? Ace two, ace three, ace four, ace five of diamonds.
yeah,
So I think the ace you can probably fold to him.
okay.
He doesn't really
It doesn't bet so much, I
bet so
understand.
much, right? So
Okay,
it's gonna be more like 8-9. More than
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I don't like this, right?
yeah, okay.
We're ahead, or I don't think we need to turn a hand to a bluff because if he has a diamond draw, busted diamond draw, do you think?
Hello.
Hello.
Well, he might fold some of the busted X draw, A6.
But we're ahead of busted ace X. I
Yeah,
think he's gonna fold ace X, right?
why not? I think, okay, but I my shaft here is pretty strong, so why he wouldn't
But
fold that?
you have all the busted draws yourself, right?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hi. What? You
Yeah,
you have all the busted draws yourself, right?
yeah, but on no limit 25, the regs don't bluff so much on the river, so I assume that he would fold an ace here.
But if they don't bluff a lot, like the thing is, you're trying to rebluff somebody who doesn't bluff, right?
Yeah. Okay.
If this guy was like, 70, 70, 70, and he raises 15%, then yeah, I don't mind you turning your head to a bluff, right?
Yeah.
And this guy's not bluffing, right?
Okay.
And so I have pot control. He donks turn, I'll call. Then he donks river. I'll decide. I'll probably end up calling with your hand.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the river's a bit steely. And that's fine.
Yeah.
River's either call and bluff match against 10 jack, king queen of diamonds, king jack of diamonds, right?
Yeah.
So he donks, you call. Okay. What do you think about raising here?
Well, I have some showdown value. I don't think she would fold a better hand.
When he pots it, right? It's a bit. Okay, so here's how I would generally play against dongs, right? With air, I would raise here, right? Let's say I have 8-9, I would raise. 7-8, I would raise here. With draws, I would call flop and raise turns in general. Okay, so if he's donking like better ace highs, ace 10, ace 9, get him to fold, right?
Okay.
Even if he folds king queen, I'm fine with that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, but if you think this time he'll fold pocket 8, pocket 7s, right? But he probably doesn't, right? But
Yeah, he doesn't.
with this hand, I'd probably just call against him. If it's any other guy who donks like this, I would call flop and raise turn as my general with the draw. Okay?
Okay.
Try it next time. Like, if the guy donks a lot, but this guy's donking and he's a station, so I don't want to raise him,
Yeah.
you know? So when he pots here, I mean, raising is fine too, but you almost want to keep all of his, like, garbage in, right, Girbal? But against him, it doesn't matter. Like, if he has a 6, he's probably going to pay you off anyways, right? That type of a player. So we don't really need to. And then on the turn, it gives us great odds, right? So with the overcard and flush draw and showdown value, I think you could call here or raise. You can go either way. You probably have to call.
Yeah.
It's not fist, you're not fist pumping, but I think you have to, right?
Yeah.
I call. Yeah. Against any other fish who plays a bit, like let's say the guy's playing like 40, 42, 18 or something like that. I might raise turn. But against this guy, you can probably call because we have such huge showdown value, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Gilbo? It's because of how wide he is, right? And how much he donks. And then we decide, and then we don't raise. We just call, and then probably call river. And expect to have good showdown value. Well played.
Thanks.
Three bets. This guy is here. 6%. Bets once and gives up a lot, right?
Yeah.
So I don't mind calling here. The only thing that yeah, I would call it against him. He's tight enough that even if you hit a set, and he doesn't play really straightforward post flop, right?
Yeah.
I fold. What do you think?
Mm, well, I check 2 times. He might stab me with all his garbage. No, on the even if I don't bet on the turn, if I check 2 times, maybe he would
What?
try once.
Well, first thing we ask ourselves, right, is what's his range look like, right?
Yeah, but versus me, I think he might three bet a bit on the higher side.
You're talking about this.
Yeah,
Why is that? 14 and 5, right? Sample size, right? This is 3 times out of 21, right?
yeah,
Don't. This is your. If you look at this now, you're over adjusting
okay,
based on sample size, right? You know what I mean? Like here, 50.9 and everybody's 6%. Really?
okay, yeah,
You think that's possible?
no,
This 2016 6 guy starts going crazy against you? Do you think the
no,
21-17 5 guy starts going crazy against you?
no, it probably is sample, you're right, yeah.
Okay.
But
So when we look here, you're gonna know it's sample. It has to be sample, right? You know.
yeah,
Okay. Um, so how do you deal with this? So now what you're doing is you're using stats a bit too much, right? Okay.
yeah, okay,
The first thing we ask ourselves is, if he was gonna bluff, do you think he would just bet the flop? This guy here, 48, 43, 35.
mm. He probably,
Do you think
yeah,
a delay C bet bluff?
but the lazy bet might look some pot control middle pair.
Okay, so yeah, you do. You are face up. You are face up as pocket tens, pocket seven, pocket sixes, fives, fours, threes, twos. Yes,
Okay,
yes, the average guy should bet this turn. Yes, I agree with you. A lot of guys should bluff this turn. But like I said, don't. If you start assuming everybody at 25 and L is thinking like you're gonna lose money.
okay,
You can't. Okay, you have to.
yeah,
Even guys at 50 and L, 100 L. If you start thinking, okay, these guys are better than me or just as good as me, and they don't have this in the range, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. Okay.
okay,
Nobody's good here. Nobody's good even under a 100. They're all. If you start thinking like me, they're all stupid. You'll start making money.
okay,
If you expect them never to raise, 8x here, then they raise, then you start bluff catching with aces, you're gonna lose money because on this board here they don't raise you unless they have an 8.
yeah,
How many times have you seen them do that, right? On a 8-8-10 board, and they check raise you with the 8-9
yeah,
or ace 8.
none, yeah,
Don't you see it all the time?
yeah,
Should you check raise in a 3-bet pot like that?
no,
No, you shouldn't. But the guys at 50 and L, 100 and L, they do it because that's what they do. They're stupid, right? You know.
okay,
So we don't assume. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't raise 8x here, so why would he? Don't think like that, okay?
okay,
Here we think, does this guy bluff? He bets in position 35, 34, 30. He 3-bets 6.6. Is that wide, loose, tight?
tight,
Not too wide, but not too loose, right? But it's
yeah,
on the tighter to medium. You know what I mean? In between, but tighter, right?
yeah,
Usually guys are about 7, 8, right?
yeah,
Okay, so he's already tighter, and he doesn't bluff turns. So what do you makes you think he's gonna bluff here?
yeah, you're right,
He doesn't think like that. He doesn't. If you think like that, then you see how many mistakes you're making. We look.
yeah, yeah,
He doesn't bluff turns. Why bluff catch, right?
yeah,
Yeah. I guess you have to bluff here,
yeah,
but I don't know. Once you to higher stakes, I'd probably call down with ace high.
Okay.
Never fold ace high to use this donk bet because your range is like kind of face up. You don't do this with pocket tens. You don't do this with pocket jacks. And you would check call me, or you check raise me with eights or nines, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
But that's it.
probably.
Guys here, I have no idea what they're doing. The problem is, sometimes you'll win that one time, and then you'll think it's a good play, right? But in the long term, it's better off. You're just better off folding, right?
Okay.
Okay.
But it makes sense to fold on the turn, like you said. Yeah.
You don't. Long term, you're not going to lose as much money, right?
Yeah.
Because if you call a turn, you're going to have to bluff a lot of rivers, or check call a lot of rivers, right?
Yeah.
And it's not very great versus him. Donk the turn. Donk. I think it's a donk. You would donk the turn.
The king.
Against him, it should be okay, and then give up on the river, right? Yeah, I mean it can't be too horrible to donk and then check full river. But don't donk this turn and he calls and donk river, especially not that river anyways, right? The club river is the worst river. Okay, I don't. What I want you guys to do is at the 50 and L, 25 and L is don't get too crazy, okay?
Yeah.
It's really hard to make money with this hand out of position. You guys understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I call the three bet here, it's more or less I'm gonna. It's sort of like I'm step mining in a way, right? But I'm gonna call once and evaluate. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And if he barrels twice, I'm just gonna give up pocket sevens. I'm not gonna get into too crazy bluffs because what happens is you guys start. Because if you start bluffing here, okay, Guillermo, then you're bluffing with a lot of your range, then, right? You know what I mean? Because now, if you're betting this turn, then what are you? You're betting everything, then, right? Then now you're a bit way too wide, right? Because what are you repping now if you donk here? Yeah, the average 25 and now guys wouldn't know, but once you get to 100, 200, they're gonna say, okay, what are you trying to rep here when you bet turn, bet river? Ace king. You four bet ace king though, right?
Yeah. Only king queen, and some 7 8.
And how about jack
Maybe.
queen of clubs, ace jack of clubs?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but what do you think about check folding on this turn? Because you're not repping much. Yeah, I'd rather check fold, right? He plays because he's gonna check back ace queen, right? Ace jack, you know.
Yes, and he will go on the showdown.
Even if he has pocket tens, he's gonna check back, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, don't get too crazy about bluffing at these stakes. What you guys should be more worried about is value betting, right?
Okay.
Bluffing, leave it for later on. I mean, because what happens is when you guys bluff and you guys lose a stack, you guys start tilting, right? So don't do any too many creative bluffs. What I do is, even though I play loose, right, Guillermo? I play very loose, but what happens is I bluff a lot of small pots. Okay, so I'll bluff a lot of small pots, but I'll never bluff the big pots. But what people see in my HUD is, I'm playing 34, 30, 16. My 1-1 self flop is like 52, 53. But I'm only, check raising all these small pots, winning all these small pots, and then the big pots, I never bluff, right? But then guys like, Guillermo, anybody that plays against me starts bluff catching against me. You know,
on the big pots
the
they
big
would.
pots because they assume
Yeah,
I'm a monkey and I'm crazy and I do all sorts of crazy stuff. So, but then I'd never bluff in big pots.
yeah,
I know I don't have to, right?
yeah, because you created image yourself.
Create an
So
image already, so people always like I three bet 13, 14%, and then I four bet like 12%. But people always assume that I four bet wide. Don't ask me
yeah,
why, but they do.
yeah, because of that three bet.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
my image. Because I three bet
yeah,
14%, they assume my four bet is super wide, but my four bet is lower than most of your guys' four bet.
yeah,
I just call a lot, right?
yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Let me see here.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Is it super wrong just to call pocket sevens pre-flop,
Pocket sevens
not to free bet them?
to three bet. It depends on how wide the person is, right?
Yeah, versus 13% range of
Thirteen
his.
percent, then you should just call and just set mine, right?
I was thinking that, yeah.
Yeah, instead of three betting it.
Hmm.
You don't want to isolate yourself or whatever. Okay, so here I was doing this coaching session yesterday, and I'll just show you guys a hand, right? Okay, interesting hand, but okay. So when somebody limp raises, what does it mean in general?
Well, something strong.
Something
Yeah.
strong, right?
Yeah,
So you should never limp raise with aces, right? Okay.
yeah,
Um, but look here. Look at. I know how I'm playing, right? And
yeah,
my student was pretty impressed that I got paid off here, right? Okay.
okay.
I know my image now. I know I'm playing 34, 24, 11, right?
Yeah,
And I know, people are going to treat me differently from what, the average 24, 17 guy is, right? So
yeah,
here, what happened? Look, I limp, okay?
yeah,
So I'm four betting like this, 20 or whatever, crazy monkey, right?
yeah,
58% want myself off in this sample. So I know if I do this, I'm going to get paid off, right? Because I
yeah.
know my image at the table. I'm a pretty monkey, right? So do you think he would ever pay me off with pocket queens, jacks here?
All the time.
No, I mean in general. Let's say I'm this guy here, right?
Okay.
You know,
Versus limp raise?
yeah, yeah.
Not so much. He might
This guy,
call you
this guy would
and
fold, right?
yeah, yeah,
This guy would never pay somebody off. Uh, so I pretend it was like a misclick. I called by accident, right?
yeah,
And it's weird that he does this though, right? 3x.
yeah,
It's probably because he thinks I'm a fish, right? Okay, so I got him to pay me off with pocket queens, right? Don't do this
yeah,
if you're playing 21-17. The reason why I did it is because I had right now, okay, you see 300 hands, but at the time I had 40 hands, and I was playing like 60, 50, 18 or something like that, right?
yeah,
So at the table image, I knew what I was doing, and I knew I was going to get paid off here if anybody showed up with pocket jacks.
yeah. So in the table, in their eyes, you will be the fish.
Yeah, I
From
am the
that,
fish. I am the fish,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
You are the piranha.
so 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 based on image, okay. So like I said, once people know your image, then you can do a lot of different things. Okay, you see here, this is how I generally play. Right, my one itself up is on the higher side. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm never for bet calling people with ace jack. You know, but people assume that I'm for bet calling ace jack, so they ship ace queen for value. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I don't have to bluff, just because I created this crazy image. What happens is I don't have to bluff in the bigger pots because I don't, right? But people always assume I do.
yeah.
Okay. update your HUD? Can you repeat? My stats are yours. Don't try to copy my HUD, right? I change mine all the time because I play on micro gaming, right? But I can usually I change it every 2 or 3 thousand hands. Okay, but I can show you. I can try to find an older one. I can find an older one for you. But don't try to play like me. It's not gonna be good for you because a lot of guys have done that before. They take a screenshot of my HUD and they try to play just like me, and then they start losing more money, right? You, huh? Yeah, they just three bet more. Let me let me see if I can find one for you. Hold on, I'll send you guys a screenshot of I don't have a wide calling range, but you can take a screenshot. I mean, let's see, set as presenter. Tell me when you see my screen. There's last 10,000 hands, right? But it changes a lot, right? Oh, what pop up? Oh, okay. Okay. You want me to do it right now? Yeah. Just pop up. Replace all my pop-ups, right? No, but if you don't tell me which pop-up, then I'm gonna have to replace some of them, right? Yeah. There's a lot of pop-ups that you reuse, but I don't know. You know, not transfer over, right? Right now I'm going no 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 no. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna replace my pop-up, right? No, it's because if I import it, look, no, I understand. But they're overwriting my old pop-up. See, you want to overwrite it. So why is it there's already a file called BBB screens?
Maybe you would import it the second time that his had.
Oh yeah. See, yeah. I know you're a pain. Okay. 11K. I call a lot. Okay. Just right. It changes what happens in small samples. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be exact. I mean, I don't think I call it the same. Variance plays a big role. Okay. Yeah, I do call it the small blind quite a bit. I don't just three bet or fold, but I don't call it way too wide though, right? Good. Assign as presenter. I just adapt to do every guy at the table, right? If I see them playing very passive post flop and I can bluff them, then I'll call a bit wider. Okay. Okay, so let's skip that. So we three bet here. That's standard, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I like the sizing. He four bets a lot. So first thing I look at is how much is that? Is that sample size, right? So it's sample size. But I mean, in general, I think I would call here.
Yeah.
Um, but if he does this, then I would probably just fold.
Okay.
I know it's nitty to fold ace queen here, but if he's not bluffing, then we don't have to bluff catch, right?
Yeah. I think I called it
So
because.
here, I think you can just fold.
Okay.
He's in 27,000 hand, it's four bet 3%.
Okay. So that 38 is still in the variance
Sample
side.
size, yeah.
Okay.
So you're overusing sample if you're gonna use that. You have to look at their overall tendencies first and see how.
So here, if he would four-bet the button like 5, it might be that he is four-betting me.
Then you could
But
probably call. But I mean, usually I
okay,
don't even call that wide unless they're like 6.5, 7.
okay,
Call with ace queen, right? But if it's 3%, you know how bad it is, right?
yeah, I know.
It's very bad. Yeah.
Right. Bad, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, ace queen, then I would call. Doesn't make sense to ship ace king either, right?
yeah,
So call and just if you see a ace or king, then just say yes, and then you lose the money and say no. But you have to stack off, right? If you hit an ace or king.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So here's like you're over adjusting to this, right?
yeah. Okay,
It's really it's unrealistic that he four bets you 40% and everybody else 12. You know?
yeah,
Unless you have a big target on your head and he says, you know, bluff me, right? That's why he's doing this. But
yeah.
Hey, can I ask something?
sure.
In this similar spot, ace queen or ace king, after we call his four bet, if we hit queen, say top pair, top kicker on the flop, and we decide to bet a half pot or 2/3 of pot, and he re-raises us, is it what do we fold after? Yes, he only does that in 6% of cases.
Four betting, right?
Uh-huh.
He's four betting us, so we never bet, right?
Uh-huh.
We're just gonna check call probably. But if we three bet him, you mean, or when we if he four bets us?
Oh, so
Right now, what happened was we 3-bet him, right? And he 4-bet us. So it's a bit different scenario. We're never gonna bet here. We're gonna check call if we call here, right? But if you, what are you saying? If we hit a queen or ace, we donk.
no, sorry, I got it wrong. Sorry.
No problem. No problem. This is a 4.
If we hit top pair, top kicker, in these spots, do we stack off on flop?
I don't know because I never called this 4-bet right against him. I'm not.
Okay, against this person, obviously. Yeah.
John's crazy. I'm not crazy, right?
Yeah.
No,
I'm joking, John.
yeah, I know.
No, I'm not. I'm crazy.
Yes, you are.
You're crazy.
No.
I don't call here with ace queen, so I never get in the spot. But if I do, it's because I think I'm ahead and I hit top pair. I'm calling down. Okay. So against John here, I would call here his 4-bet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And well, John's pretty nitty, so I'd call once and fold on the turn if he bets.
Yeah.
Top pair, top kicker, right?
So we would fold the turn with.
It depends on the player, right? You know what I mean? Like this guy here, you probably call and call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's more likely to bluff bigger pots, right? And John is not going to bluff bigger pots.
But
John's actually,
John has went to showdown of 45 and
No, it's 29. That's his one so far.
29 is one who went to showdown, right? Okay. So don't against John, you probably just call once and then fold turns. Even if it's an ace XX flop, I don't think John's gonna bet unless he has ace king, ace queen.
Yeah, probably.
So we can play a lot easier there, right? Okay.
okay.
But yeah, here what we look at is 3%. Is like, wow. Like, yeah, I know you're looking at this, right?
Yeah, and because of the position.
There's
That's
a,
why.
which is, I mean, we still have to look into his tendencies, right?
Yeah, yeah,
His general tendencies, you know. If the guy doesn't like to forward bluff a lot, because the way he thinks is, okay, people always think I bluff here, so I'm not gonna bluff here. That's how he thinks, right?
yeah, yeah,
Right? If that's how he thinks, then why should we assume that he's bluffing more now, right?
yeah,
He thinks, okay, I'm wide in these spots, so I'm not gonna bluff. That's the way he thinks, right?
okay,
So if he thinks like that, then why do we have to bluff catch, right?
okay,
Okay?
yeah,
I don't know, you know what I mean? Ace queen, it's hard to fold ace queen in this spot. I generally don't fold if I bet here. But against him, I would even mind you just calling pre-flop, okay?
okay,
He folds 61%. He folds quite a bit, right?
yeah,
So, I mean, you don't always get the value from worse hands very often. Okay?
yeah,
Well, calling wouldn't be a bad idea either, okay?
yeah,
And then play post flop. Then we can bluff some boards. And we just check call this board.
and here the question was I can check because I have showdown value.
Yeah, I just check it. I don't
Okay.
think you accomplish it.
Okay, okay,
If he bets again, you should fold.
yeah,
Right? Guys at
check
25 and now don't bet, check, bet.
yeah, I know.
So it's always like pocket queens or whatever. So yeah,
So,
I like it.
okay,
Like I said, if I'm gonna 3-bet the guy with this hand, in general, I would call the 4-bet.
yeah,
Okay? But I don't like 3-betting him too much with ace queen because he probably folds this hand or bluffs it, right?
yeah,
You could even call and check raise that board, right?
yeah,
If you wanted to.
on last hand, if he we don't have showdown value, would you shove the river
Um,
versus him? Probably not, but versus a guy who is wide than that.
no, if he's wider than that, then it's even better. It should for showdown value, right?
Yeah, but if we don't have showdown value, uh, like we don't have that
In
as ace high.
general, John,
Yeah,
general, I don't call four bets without
with
the showdown,
okay.
right?
So
It's
that
gonna be
that won't.
jacks,
Yeah, okay.
queens, kings, aces, ace, king, ace, queen, king, queen.
So okay.
So I'll rarely have like no showdown value, right?
Yeah,
All
so that
I'm,
spot wouldn't happen. Okay.
so all my bluffs I'm shipping, right? Against guys
Yeah,
white. So I have ace two there, I'm shipping.
yeah,
Ace
okay.
three suited, I'm shipping. A pocket,
Yeah, that was the question. Okay.
so I'm never stuck with eight nine suited, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Gearable. What's up? What do you do? Yeah. Really? Okay.
I'm
What's
folding.
the definition of set mining, right?
Not so.
And when
7.1.
does set mining become profitable?
He is in big blind.
It's still wide, right? You can't make that assumption, right? He's leaving us 40% or 25% of the time,
Yeah.
4 to 16. Um, so you can't assume it's 4% in set mine because then now you're making the wrong adjustment, right? Against him, I'm calling. Against him, I'm calling because he's wide, and I'm gonna play post flop. That's gonna change your mentality here than to say you're set money here, right? You understand? When we set mine, we want to get paid off when we hit a set, right? So do we always get paid off here if we hit a set against somebody at 7, 8%? Yeah, not for sure. I mean, when I'm set money, I have you has to be almost for sure you're gonna get like this guy's much better to set mine against, right? He's got a tighter range, and bets. You know, if he has ace king, he's gonna bet. This guy here, you know, do you always set mine with pocket sevens then?
No.
No, I'm not set money with pocket seven. I'm calling to play post flop.
Yeah, because he.
Bets once he gives up. So I'm gonna see a flop. I'm gonna probably float him once and then go from there, right? Either ticket the showdown or what? I'm not calling to set mine. Set mining is when guys do this 3%, 0%, right? Okay, where I'm confident I'm gonna get stacks in if I hit a set, but if I don't, so that's a mistake people make against me, right? Okay. Uh, okay, so this is Egypt. See, guys set mine against me, right?
Bad idea.
It's bad. It's like I don't bet like this. It's usually like 60, 50, 50, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but they shouldn't be set money against me, but they still do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, uh, why? I don't know why. You know, they shouldn't be. Like you should never call pocket twos against me, but they still do. Okay, that's the wrong way to play. You're not gonna make money that way. Okay. Yeah, I call, but it's not to set mine, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Because that mentality that you're bringing is like, okay, I'm just set money here, but then I have to tell you that we're only set money when it's profitable. Okay? Usually when I'm calling pocket sevens, I'm seeing a flop. That's what I'm doing. I want to see a flop. I'll decide from there if I bluff, I call down, or what, right? Call with some backdoor draws. Hmm. It's probably just gonna check to get the showdown. Yeah, I don't think so either. I fold here. Yeah, I like it. Like I said, guys don't usually bet check bet, right?
Yeah.
Um, the sizing, does that tell you anything?
It's too big.
It's a bit too big, right?
16.
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's 2x and a half and something over. Like
It's 2x?
2x and 1 BB over or 2 BB, let's see.
Okay. This is like 10 and a half BBs, right?
Yeah.
And you went 2.5.
I think he called me. That's why I marked that hand.
If anything, I think I probably call here more than 4-bet.
Okay.
Just based on just play post flop with them, right? Like I mean, if they're gonna do this to you, you can start
Yeah.
wider, right?
Yeah.
By defending by call instead of 4-betting. Because when you become just a 4-betting,
It's easy to play.
easy to play.
Versus.
You just ship your value and then fold all your bluffs.
Yeah.
But when he
Okay.
does this 47-33, and look at his single raise, single pots, right? Single raise.
Yeah.
It's too easy to play against him, right?
Yeah.
Call any flop and then go from there. He's very passive post flop, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have to make the pot any bigger, right?
Okay.
Also, the 10.5 BB 3-bet is very big against button, don't you think?
Yeah.
As a general, like he's a reg, right?
Yeah.
He's 3-betting 6%. He's not 3-betting like 12%, 13%, right?
Yeah, but from small blind is 11.
I mean, still have to look at his overall tendencies, right? He plays
Yeah.
he plays calls a lot, but he doesn't play a lot pre-flop, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have to get stuck into that. I don't mind you for betting him though,
Okay.
so I can go either way. But because he plays so passive post flop, I would probably prefer calling. And then a 10.5 10.5 x 3-bet, I might end up calling him more than 4-betting
Okay.
because it screams more value to me, right?
Yeah.
So check. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the question was on the turn because he's betting pretty much. In a 4-bet pot, this is a big size.
I think you just call there with your hand.
Okay.
We can continue on an ace, a 9, a diamond. We can bluff a queen or a jack, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if queen comes, I'm bluffing. Jack comes, I'm bluffing. Diamond comes, I'm value jamming.
Okay.
9 comes, I can call down. Ace comes, you can probably still call, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think you should jam. Yeah, I call him. Yeah, now he checks, I'm jamming here.
Okay. So I didn't jam it.
That's my plan, right? And I'm trying to get him to fold, pocket kings or ace king
Okay.
or aces, right? So I ship it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I check, I call his 3-bet, he checks, I bet, he folds. Great. Or he bets, and then we call, and he bets again, then we call, and he checks the river, and then we jam.
Okay.
Him? With 6-7? Or you mean us to see bet the flop? No, it's not wrong to bet with bottom pair. And with the backdoor flush draw, you can probably bet 1/3 pot, like 450. It makes your life easier, right? If you bet here, and then check back the hand, like maybe queen 10, 10 jack, right? And bet ace queen, ace jack with the gut shots, right? Definitely would make your life easier. Okay, get him to fold a hand like ace queen, ace jack. So we squeeze, right?
Yeah, I hope.
Size Urban.
Size.
Yeah, how many?
Normally I do 5x.
No, no, I would squeeze as well.
Yeah, squeeze. How big? This is a min raise, right?
Um,
How many BB?
5, 10 B, 8, 10 BBs. I don't know.
10 BBs? What do you think about like 11 or 12? 13?
Yeah, yeah. Pot
14?
bet could work.
15? 18? 22?
I don't-
22? That's my question I'm asking you guys. What do you guys think about the different sizes? I'm thinking more like 14, 15. Okay? That's defending a 30, 35%, 30% range, right?
Yeah.
33% range, okay?
Yeah.
So if he's defending that wide, then we're gonna have to make it bigger, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna call with most of his range and fold, right? So we're gonna bluff a lot on a 2-2-6 board, right? We're gonna.
Yeah.
So why not make more money? Three betting, right? So I would go like 15, at least 15, right, against him. Do you see why now, guys? This is standard, right, for you, right, John?
Yeah.
Min raise call. This is standard, okay? Why should we not do standard here, right? The more money
Yeah.
you put in pre-flop, the less mistakes you're making, and the more mistakes he's making, right?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I would go like, let's say 350, 375.
Okay.
This guy's calling anyways, right? If he has king jack, he's never folding it. Queen 10, forget it, right? He's never folding it.
Yeah, you're right.
King 2 suited, you wish he folds, right?
No. Because I have king queen.
So check. What do you think about raising here instead of calling? What raise here? More or less.
Yeah, I don't like calling.
More or less to get rid of this guy if he has ace jack, ace 10, right?
Yeah.
Or any like 4 or 5 suited, 5, 6 suited, 8, 9 suited value against him, right?
Yeah.
More or less to get rid of him, right? So he can fold it. I mean, I think if you check rates here, he can fold ace queen, right?
Maybe.
I think they will at 25 and 0. You also block, kings. You can rep it pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, like I was saying, I would probably bet the flop to get value from the fish. But now you get a pretty crappy spot.
Yeah. The problem is pre-flop because I didn't put in his range some low suited connectors, and that's the error.
Well, he would because of the fish, right?
Yeah, but I didn't take him out at the moment when I played, so it's a mistake. And now I know what I've done wrong.
Yeah, I don't. I'd probably just fold here when he bets 6 into 2 guys.
Yeah, you're right.
He's gonna have ace 2, ace 3 in his range. And you're kind of face up as pocket queens, pocket jacks, some weak ace X, king X.
Yeah.
So you're kind of face up.
The problem is that I called because I didn't believe him. So. But now I know what I've done wrong.
I mean, you probably have to call though if you got this far and block.
Yeah,
Because now he's only shipping like ace 3, right?
yeah,
And yeah,
but
I think once you call the turn, you'll probably have to call his river and bluff catch. Because he's only repping pocket 3s now, or ace 3, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so I check raise a flop and he folds his hand, right?
yeah,
We get value from this guy. I would never check call with king queen because it plays too hard as a check call, and you can't get him to fold better, right? By check call.
yeah,
But he's just gonna then he can value bet a lot easier against you, right?
yeah,
If you check raise here with a blocker to kings, ace king, you can get him to fold a lot of these hands. Okay.
yeah,
And going higher pre-flop, probably he wouldn't call.
He probably still calls because once the fish calls, he's still gonna call with his hand, right?
Uh,
But I don't mind checking, but I would check raise for value against this guy, right?
yeah,
I would check call if this guy bets and this guy folds, but if this guy bets and this guy calls, I'm raising. You guys understand?
yeah,
I want to eliminate all the draws from this guy's range, right? And get
Yeah.
value from his draws. Okay?
yeah,
Because once he calls, he probably doesn't have many value hands. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's why I call on the river, but I didn't put him his draws.
No. Once he calls this bet, he has no value hands.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's why I bluff catch in my mind.
how much would you re-raise here?
6.
$6.
It's really for value against this guy now, right? Once he just calls his 50 cents. And it's value against the fish too, so it's a value raise. I know it's a weird line to take, but I think you have to raise here for value against this guy once he calls,
Yeah,
and you probably have to shut down if it's a diamond, right?
yeah,
And check fold. If it's not a diamond, I'd probably bet again or even ship turn. Okay,
yeah,
sounds good.
yeah,
You would bet the flop. But fish is not gonna fold an ace though once you bet the flop though. Yeah, so you should give up. You said you barrel the turn.
No, versus the reg, versus the reg.
Yeah, yeah. I don't mind that. If he calls, I would just barrel the turn, and then check call the river on a blank non-diamond, right? No, I bet and then check call. Why would you bet for value with king queen, right?
For bluff.
If you bet, he's only going to call you with, pocket 3s and fold everything else, all his busted draws, right? He's not going to have way too many aces because he probably isolates this guy with ace queen, ace jack, right?
And we have a blocker to his draws.
Yeah, we have blocked his draws, but I mean, you have to assume he's 3-betting the fish with ace jack, king queen,
Yeah,
ace,
fair enough. Yeah,
ace king, aces, kings, right? So if you
Yeah.
bet that jam, what's he gonna call here with, right?
yeah,
Ace 3,
probably the last.
pocket 3s, right? And that's it. But he's gonna fold everything else, right? So I don't think you need to turn your hand to a bluff. So I just bet, and then check call. And bluff catch against all the diamond draws. 8-9 suited, 9-10, 10 jack, jack 10, jack 8, 5-6, 4-5 suited of diamonds, right? Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that hand, Girbo said that he would fold on the river. He don't have because he would 3-bet the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So when he continues that board, it's going to be like pocket threes, ace three, or flush draws, right?
Yeah.
So if you bet, he's just going to fold all of his flush draws. But if you bet check, you give him a chance to hang it,
Bluff.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't. Probably just call here, right?
Because of his fold to 3-bet.
Folds a lot, right?
Yeah.
Ace King is a good hand to call here because he barrels a lot.
Yeah.
Because if your calling range is always pocket twos to pocket nines, you're gonna get bluffed a lot, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that he folds a lot to 3-bet, then it's hard to get too much value from worse hands. So I probably just call in general with a lot of my value hands.
Okay.
Also, this guy here, right?
Yeah, we can let him in.
In the hand, right?
Yeah.
Ace two, ace three. Call.
And here is the question.
Probably a fold. I might even fold on the flop, right?
Yeah, but I was thinking he don't fold versus c-bet, but he stabbed me, so maybe I can
Okay, so
take some.
question to you is why doesn't he fold to c-bet, do you think?
Yeah, because he's strong. He's folding to versus 3-bet pre-flop.
Exactly.
That's why.
You understand that?
Yeah, when I take the hand in to analyze, I know that thing, but sometimes when I play, I don't take into account.
Okay. I mean, when you play a lot of hands, you don't think properly, but you think about it, right? If he folds 67%, then what's he
Yeah.
continuing with?
Yeah, only value, so he wouldn't fold versus
Does it
c-bet.
play
Yeah.
pocket queens, pocket kings?
Yeah,
So it might even just check fold the flop, right?
yeah. Okay. So,
You can bet here with the overcards. Yep, I like it. You keep betting. I like it deciding. Wow. He's in the small blind.
yeah.
I fold. What do you think?
Because he's folding on the flop all his weak hands.
Nah, I'm folding because I think he's a nit.
Yeah, 9. You're right.
And I don't think he does this with 10 jack of diamonds. I think he just calls.
Yeah, it's true.
And I think he has like pocket fives.
Yeah, he has something, but strong.
He's telling you, I have something, right?
Yeah, fold, but sometimes. Okay.
It's okay. I mean, that's how you learn, right? Make mistakes, right? And
Yeah.
the job is to teach you what mistakes you're making, right?
Yeah.
He's telling me this, okay? That I don't like to bluff.
Yeah.
He's saying I don't like to bluff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying I don't like to bluff catch you.
True.
I say this. I say nice bluff, sir, and I fold.
Yeah. Nice.
Why did I say that? It makes me feel better, right?
Yeah.
I go nice bluff, sir. I fold. And I expect to see pocket fives and pocket nines all day.
Yeah.
It's that easy, right, guys?
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate things. Just look at this. This is what I made for you guys, right? This is a gold mine, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do what Gearbo does and add more stuff. It's enough here. It's enough just to look here and just see, and just simple stuff. When you have too many stats, you guys start overthinking, overanalyzing. Okay.
Yeah.
Easy. 6%. What does that mean? 50%.
Nuts.
What does that mean?
Folding a lot.
Holding a lot. So he's only continuing, and that's why I told you to go 70-40, right?
Yeah.
at these stakes. C bet 70 on the flop, and then 40 on the turn, because
Yeah.
it happens, right?
Yeah.
They fold a lot on the flop, and they don't fold on the turn. So your adjustment is 70-40.
Yeah.
It's that easy, okay?
Okay.
So when this guy calls, he raises 6%, and what do you think he has
Always the nuts.
when he raises you? It's always pocket nines and pocket fives,
Yeah.
and he just check calls pocket fours, right?
Yeah. He's scared of pocket nines.
Three bet here. What do you think?
Mm, well, he doesn't fold versus 3 bet.
I only call.
Yeah, he doesn't fold versus three bets. I mean,
Well, this is a good hand to a double barrel maybe, so that's why you will 3 bet.
no, I'm gonna three bet because he defends like 35% of his range, right?
Okay, so that includes some weaker hands than ours.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I know that
without
we
initiative,
are ahead. Yeah.
without initiative too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he defends with 35%. Let's say the top 35%, right?
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's a value three bet, but we have initiative. We can pot control. We can check back ace high. We can do anything we want, right?
Yeah.
But try to get more value from him. If he opens 80% and folds 13, this is you have to raise three bet this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And here same thing. He has a 35% range. We have to three bet, right?
Yeah.
And what's wrong with your sizing?
Well, he is too small.
If he's gonna continue, anyways, why are you making small?
Yeah. I didn't do small because ace nine would not look for me like a premium hand, but you like put now the like you put it the range it looked like now.
Yeah, you gotta make him make more mistakes pre-flop, right? That's
Yeah.
how you make money off fish. Is that when they make a lot of mistakes pre-flop, we capitalize. And the more money you put here, and he calls with 8-9, the less mistakes you make post-flop, right?
And the snowball will be bigger on the river.
Yeah.
So how much would you? What would be your sizing?
See, so here I might even check, right? Just whatever, like 10 maybe. I would check here with backdoor straight draw, overcard. I don't always bet against him, right?
Okay.
Showdown value too.
Yeah, but on let's say you will check and on the blank he will lead. You will call, yeah? Because he probably gonna do that.
I don't know. It depends. I mean, we have some cards. If it's a 10, I call, obviously, right?
Yeah.
If it's a 9, I call. If it's a king, I might raise, right? I don't know. I might call.
Okay.
But then he checks river, and I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, I might just fold.
Yeah. He had those hands maybe.
Uh, yeah, I mean, he should have a lot of those, right?
Yeah.
Pair plus straight draws, whatever. Checks, and now you bet again.
You will
I probably
bet
bet
here?
to protect against flush draws, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Jack X for value. Yeah, value bet. Yeah, you see, so he called the 8-9 suited, right? That doesn't surprise me, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I go bigger pre-flop, because he is going to call with his hands that you dominate, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Raise, call, call. Okay.
Can we check here? But we have a lot of equity, so I see
You
that.
want check raising? Calling check raising, I like more.
Okay. Yeah, because he's stabbing.
To get him a fold hand, like 8s, 7s, 6s, 5s, right? ace five, ace three. He's betting his entire range, right?
Yeah,
So I mean, this is we have a good blockers, the kings and jacks, right?
yeah,
We also have like almost a nut draw. It's a good hand to put into our check. You see, check raising too, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It went check call, lead her.
No, I see bet. I double barreled, and the river we we had the second bet.
Wow. I think just check. I think using. You probably have to call here.
Yeah,
He's gonna have pocket threes, pocket fives, eight, nine, nine, 10 of hearts.
yeah,
Seven, eight of hearts, five, six of hearts, six, seven of hearts, six, eight of hearts. He's gonna have ace two, ace three, ace five too, right?
yeah.
But I don't think he bets as big with ace three, ace five.
Mm, I don't know if he's sizing.
No, I mean I don't think the average guys bet this big with ace five, ace three,
So he will bet like half $6.
six, 550, right?
Okay,
I don't think they would bet like $9, so I think he's more.
on the ace side.
So now he's repping pocket twos or four X, right?
Yeah,
I call.
I folded. So because I think because of the that
Sure.
size.
Okay. When he does this, he still has like pocket threes, pocket fives in his range, right?
Okay.
He's not folding that on the flop, right, or the turn.
Yeah, I know.
So he's gonna have pocket threes, pocket fives that he turns to a bluff, all the flush draws, and you have to ask yourself the question: do people bet ace five this size,
This size.
ace jack this size?
Probably not. Yeah.
Right? So what is he repping when he bets this? Pocket twos,
Yeah. So he's nuts or he's bluffing.
ace four, right? So
Yeah.
that's his range, or he has air.
Yeah, the bluff.
I mean, it's close, right? I want to say it's an easy call.
Yeah.
Gerbil, what do you do? Oh, okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, so what ace X does he have? Ace X of hearts, probably.
I think an ace would call the flop, and when it hits the turn, with his bet he could might as well just have it, and I'm folding. But I would be
Okay, I don't assume.
sorry for the hand because it was, as you said, it was a way better check raise on the flop.
If I say ace X, if I had ace X, I probably wouldn't bet big. You can't assume that this guy's gonna do the same thing that you're gonna do, right? And if I had ace X, I probably would bet big too, for maximum value, right? Against queens, jacks. But
Well,
I call based on how much he floats, right? How much he costs. Always gonna have pocket twos, threes, ace two, king two, queen two, jack two, seven two, five six, six three. He's gonna have in his range, right? So, and he's gonna bet all of that 8, 9, 9, 10, 4, 6, ace
Oh yeah,
4.
another pairs, good pairs maybe.
You have to assume that he's gonna raise some 4x too, right, on the flop. Especially when he raises 14%, he might raise some, ace 4, king 4, right? Or 5. Okay? It's close though.
33% when he does this is considered a top pair, right?
33% is the top here.
I'm thinking.
Hold on a second. On the river?
Yeah.
This is if you bet and then you check the river. This is not has nothing to do with these two numbers. Like this here number has nothing to do with the flop bet in position, right? It's when you bet the flop and you check the turn is how much he bets.
All those are related one to another.
No, they're not related.
No.
No. This is how much he bets when you check the flop. This is how much he bets when you check the turn. When you bet the flop and you check the turn.
Yeah, but we have to bet he had to bet the flop, so it's related. Because if we check the flop, we can take that
Flop,
step.
right? You bet the flop.
Yeah.
So yeah, the stab is just when you bet the this turn stab is when you bet the flop.
Yeah.
So these two numbers have nothing related to each other. Okay? Flop and turn and then you check the river.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with these two numbers, okay?
Okay.
So bet, and then when you check, yeah, this is how much. But you cannot use these numbers in these small samples, right?
Yeah, but was I thinking in the right way?
Yeah. 1 out of 3 times he'll bet when you check to him, right?
Exactly.
Okay. But then if he's stuck here with 8, 9 of hearts, I think he's gonna bet regardless, right?
Yeah.
Stuck here with 5, 6 of spades, he's gonna like here. If he has 5, 6 of spades, he's gonna bet the river because he has no showdown value, right? Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, this has now I don't use that. I just use the board texture, right, to determine how much his bluffing frequency is, and I'll go from there. You understand?
Yeah.
I won't use. Yeah. Okay. So now you have to hand read. You can't really just use this number. The HUD is there to help you, not to tell you how to play exactly, right? Because you still have to take this into consideration for the board texture. You guys know what I mean?
Yeah.
The board texture means a lot, and then how many bluffs he has in his range if he continues like this, right? Then when he bets like this, what does he rep? Then we decide whether we bluff catch or not. Okay, I don't know what we have. So we 3-bet.
Yeah.
You ever check back here?
I'm always betting. But
Yeah, I think I'm betting also.
I mean, you could bet here, but I think checking back is a valid option too. He doesn't call with ace queen, ace jack, king queen, right?
Yeah.
And if he does have that in his range, we don't mind checking back, give him a free card, right?
Yeah.
We have showdown value too. Check back is good. Call.
what about a raise on the turn?
No, just call. Bluff catch, right? I think here you probably could still call.
Hmm.
I mean, he's repping 7x or nothing, right?
Yeah.
How many 7x does he bet the turn with?
Well, considering that.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Excuse you one moment, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to put it in there. Yeah. Slide it back in here. Okay, we'll go on. Okay, Urban.
Yes.
Okay. I would usually bet here. It makes your life easier, right? With this hand, you should triple barrel, right? We block any ace queen, pocket queens that he could have. Get him to fold a hand like ace 10, ace 2, ace 3, ace 4, ace 5, right? Just bet again. Bet again. Yeah, I like it. Does that make sense to you, Urban?
It hardly makes sense to me, but is it based on his 68 fold to c
Yeah.
bet on the river?
Yeah, he's gonna fold ace 2, ace 3, ace 4, ace 5, right? He's gonna fold king queen, right? He's gonna fold queen jack, don't you think?
Yeah, of course.
So then that's why we bet, right? We can get better hands to fold. We block ace queen, pocket queens. He doesn't have queen nine suited, right?
Oh, yeah, and he has 26 when to showdown. So yeah.
He folds the river a lot, so we should triple barrel here a lot, okay?
Now I'm thinking I'm the guy that does the folding button in the river. Whoa.
Gilbo, you have any hands?
I
Yeah,
have
I'm here. What was the last hand?
The queen 10, you triple barrel?
Yeah, it was good. I don't.
Yeah, I like it, I like it. I would triple barrel against him with queen 10.
Okay.
You block pocket queens, you block ace queen, so it's a good hand, a triple barrel.
Okay.
Okay. You always won and you got a bit bored. I wish I had that problem. You always win and you got bored. You want to play heads up then? Yeah. Lose some stats and then get grinding?
at least King Mark was nice. No, let's see.
Oh, it's okay. Great. Standard call, right? Bets once he's up. So call. Bet. Wow. Awesome. I don't think he's folded over pair now, or even like pocket sevens. Um, so I'm gonna give up. I don't think you should bluff him.
Nice.
It's yeah, that's why I don't think he folds over pair. So river is close. You know more about him than I do, right? But I wouldn't get too crazy because I think once they check call with over pairs, yeah, I don't think they fold. But the river is a nice river to bluff, right? So. And when you do this, So it changes what he thinks, right? You know what I mean? So no, no. So if you do this, then yeah, I turn your hand to a bluff, right? On this river, because you have all the flushes in your range and EX and sets, right? So for me, I would never pull off this bluff based on my image, right? Because they don't fold ace high to me, right? They never fold ace king to me, right? You guys know what I mean? So it's because of my image. I don't bluff here. But if you do this, then yeah, definitely you should bluff, right? On this river, it's a perfect card. Hold on a second, guys. I just got rid of my window shade, and then now the sun's burning me while I'm coaching. Okay. Oh, it feels better now. No, it's spring.
Here it's snowing. You won't believe it.
Really?
Yes,
That's Romania?
Slovenia.
Slovenia. Wow. Isn't it your spring too, right?
Yes.
It was snowing like a couple months ago, but it stopped. Still cold though, right? Okay, so we call here because this guy loves to, he's very passive post flop, right? It's not always a call. I don't always call it. I mean, I three bet it, right? To against some guys, okay, but I don't think it's always a call. Um, I would, but I mean, based on his tendencies, I don't mind. I prefer calling than three betting. So I would bet half the time I'll call half the time. Okay. Um, no, I three bet it then. I'd rather take initiative, right? So I don't always call because just because. I'll call because either I'm gonna bluff him or I'm gonna if not, if he's very like balanced, then I'll just three bet him and take initiative. And I'll make more money that way, right? Okay. So usually if they're really well balanced, then I'll just like, let's say for example this guy 50 50 50, right? And the check fold, he doesn't check fold a lot, and then I'll just three bet him then. Take initiative. Yeah, I'll still three bet the hand. Um, it's always better if they're not exploited, it's better to take initiative, right? Because you're forcing them to play out of position, right? And it's gonna be tougher for them to play. Then there'll be the passive guy who calls, right? Yeah, I would put those hands, yeah. You don't need to put yourself in marginal spots, right? So we bet here. Um, check calls this dry board. I would probably just give up. I mean, if you're bluffing this, you're bluffing every hand, right? You call it, then you're a bit too wide. If you bet turn, you probably should continue your story, right? All the hand, they pocket tens, eights. I don't think you need to bet this big. You bet like 14, does the same thing. Sick bluff.
Sick.
If you do this, then you're almost bluffing with the entire range, right? Which makes your bluffing range really bluff heavy, and your value range is very small, right? But what happens if you start playing a lot? You start thinking that's a good play, then you'll do it every hand. When then it becomes spewy, then, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, this guy loves to call. Hmm. Yeah, call is fine. Like these are the type of guys you're talking about, right? Don't like to fold, post flop, pre flop. Yeah, I don't bluff them too much, so yeah, I call. So check call, call. Hmm. I think you probably still have to call here. Um, call, and then evaluate based on sizing. If he bets big, I don't know. Probably call fold in general against under the gun MP, I think. Or what you can do in that hand is just fold pre-flop, right? Yeah, but if you're not calling down twice when you hit the ace against him, you're better off just folding then, right? Because he's the type who's going to put a he's going to apply a lot of pressure on you, right? So if he's going to apply a lot of pressure, you keep calling ace four, you're going to fold ace, you're probably going to fold overfold now, right? So what boards are you going to call down then? Four XX board? I know, but I mean, what boards are you going to continue on though? Like a four XX board, 4, 6, 9. So then so you see what I mean? So he's better off than just folding then, right? Right. So if I call here, I'm calling, and then probably calling river too, right? That's me though, right? I mean, if I know that's his tendencies, then I'm probably calling. So if you're gonna call once and fold, then I think just fold a pre is better, and avoid this marginal spot then, right? Because how much money are you gonna make with ace four suited here? Not too much, right? You're probably gonna fold more than call, right? So start calling with a hand like ace 10, ace jack offsuit, ace 9 suited, ace 8 suited maybe. That flop better top pairs, right? Does it make sense? I mean, I know you want to create a calling range, but you don't want to call against, under the gun MP way too wide, okay? You put yourself in like a really tough spots, even though it looks nice, right?
But it's hard to play versus this guy
Yeah,
out of position.
yeah. So why put yourself in that spot then, right?
Yeah.
You know, uh, I need to teach you guys how to simplify your game and put yourself. I need to put you guys in a lot less tough spots. Because if I put you in less tough spots, you're gonna make more money because you're not gonna make those many mistakes, right? Like here, I would call down three streets, and if he shows up with ace jack, I'm like, oh well, whatever. But I'm gonna call down, right? You know what I mean? So if you can avoid these marginal spots against tough guys who bet a lot, um, like if a flop comes 4XX, you're not calling down either, right? Most likely not, right?
Of course not.
Gerbil. If it's 4, 6, 8, are you gonna call? Yeah, again, like don't think that he thinks like that. When you guys think like that, it screws you guys up, right? Just think like, what does he do? Like, he bets, right? And if he has 8, 9, what do you think he's gonna do? If he has pocket twos, what do you think he's gonna do? That
He's probably gonna double barrel.
double and most likely triple, right?
Yeah, so
Because you're kind of face up too when you call it, right?
yeah,
You don't have ace king in your range, right? You probably don't even have ace queen in your range.
yeah.
So it's like
So
ace,
you're capped, so he will
like,
bluff you.
you're capped at like ace jack or like pocket sixes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I want you guys to do is don't call way too wide. Just avoid it for now. Put yourself in less like marginal spots. It's gonna make life better for you guys.
Yeah.
Of course, when you move up, I'll start teaching you to call with 8-5 suited there, right?
Okay.
But that's when you get better post flop, right?
Yeah.
This guy calls. He's a good hand to check. How about a bet like a $1.50? What do you think?
Yeah. Something he would can call.
Something he can call with pocket tens, pocket jack,
Yeah.
pocket queens. I think if you bet like 250, he folds all that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't mind this bet. You probably have to fold to the raise though. Um, yeah, I like it. I would check back here. I don't see you getting too much value, right? Worse.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to attempt to get one street of value here against him, or two max, right?
Yeah.
So how do I get that against his overall range? 10 jack, king 10, queen 10, 9 10. I check back, bet turn, bet river. Hmm. Against this guy, it's probably a fold, right? He doesn't three bet ace queen, ace king,
Yeah.
so he's gonna have that in his range. Um, it sucks to fold trips, but I don't think we're good here, so I fold. What do you guys do? Call probably, right?
No, I will fold. It doesn't have too much bluff either, so why to call?
I think in this spot, it's either raise river
Or fold.
or fold. So don't call. Raise and rep ace 10, right?
Yeah. But I don't know if he would check the turn with an ace 10.
Well, I wouldn't have that,
For the rec to believe us.
but the river is either raise or fold. Don't call.
Yeah.
You can rep pocket sevens, pocket eights, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could rep pocket tens. I would check back some too, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. It's close. I probably just fold him, right? Assume that we take this line. He's not folding. Ace queen, ace jack.
For sure.
You know, you're back. Clear. Clear. I'd probably just give up. I don't think he's gonna fold a 10.
No, but he lead it. Yes, on the
Yeah,
flop.
I don't think, no, it was donk donk, right? I don't think we can bluff him out the river. He's not folding a 10, right?
Yeah,
He's not folding that hand. Donk for value, then I might even check turn with his hand, right?
yeah.
Against the whale. Okay, I like it. Good bet here, or check. Check call is fine. Now bet for value. Check. Standard, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So, is she okay? Oh, okay. So betting here is okay. This guy has in his range, right? No two pairs in his range. I'll bet here again. I'll bet a little bit bigger. Yeah, 7. I don't expect him to raise here ever, right, this turn. I'm trying to get the hand like King Jack to fold. And we also have a lot of equity. We can apply more pressure. Uh, Here's where you might have to go suicidal and ship it. Again, we'll hold the hand like, Queen Jack of diamonds, Ace Jack of diamonds, Ace Queen of diamonds, some King X. I ship it.
Ship.
He probably snap calls me with that hand, but or he might fold. I don't know because we narrowed his range a bit, right? He doesn't have any sets, two pair,
Yeah.
so it can be more a hand like some weak King X. Squeeze here. What's it? A little bit bigger. 57. Like it. We're thinking about checking back. Yep, I like it. It's okay, just check again. Call. No. That's fine, I think. Bet again. Oh, I fall.
Simple.
He falls 90% so far. That's 9 out of 10 times, right? We bet the turn for value, but then when he raises us, he probably has 5x always, right? So I think when you call there, it's like you should expect a river jam like always, right? Yeah. Bet the flop, bet the turn, and then just fold. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, fold here.
What do you think he's gonna do after he goes like 3x or a little bit more than 3x here?
You were gonna bet on the river pretty much all the time.
Let's say he has 6-7 of heart. Oh no, you have 6-7. Let's say he has ace-2 of hearts, right?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do in the river when he does this, right?
Gonna bluff.
But I mean, I don't think he has ace-2 of hearts because he folds ace-2 of hearts on the.
Yeah, because of that fold to C-bet, yeah.
So he might even fold ace-2 of hearts, as nitty as that sounds, right?
Yeah.
That's fold. So min raise, he calls. Bet, he calls. He bet again. He calls. Bet the river. He calls. I mean, not much you can do. Fold.
Nothing to do.
Don't tell me you rebluffed him.
No.
I don't know. I've seen Gerbil go berserk. Yeah. That would be a sick bluff. Gerbil.
Yeah.
Gerbil, you there? That would have been a sick bluff. Okay, you raise here, he 3-bets. What do you think about folding the hand?
I would be folding probably. Versus 9%. Oh. Sorry.
It's not 3-betting you a lot, right? Yeah, but you still have to, this is 10,000 hands, so he's adjusted a bit to your defending, right? So I want to assume it's 14. I would fold. I don't think you should bet the river. I don't think he folds ace high, so. Yeah, so I might fold pre, okay? Maybe king 10 suited is where you should start. I don't think he folds ace high if he check calls a turn, right? So you're only repping 7x or nothing, right? Because you don't ship pocket fives. I don't think the average guys at 50 now ship pocket fives here. Right? I would ship pocket fives here, but I think the average guys would just check back pocket fives. So you're repping not much, right? So he might hero call you with ace high. Okay? I give up. I don't think bluffing is good here. Okay, you called here, right? This might be a bit of a leak, right? Okay. You're gonna get squeezed a lot. This guy's squeezing 12, this guy's squeezing 5, 10%. So I don't like the call there too much. I know some guys that do call, but I don't like it. It's sort of like that ace forehand earlier that you played. You put yourself in really, really tough situations, right? So now the way I look at it is this guy's a fish, okay? I have somewhat playable hand, right? Why not 3-bet him and play heads up with him, right? With position. Don't you? Oh, I always 3-bet ace jack here in this spot. In this spot, you should not call with pocket twos, threes, fours, fives, right? Okay, there's some reasons why you don't call with pocket twos, threes, fives. Okay, you get overset a lot. Do you agree? If you don't call here, you can three bet those hands. It's unlikely that you get oversetted, right? It's really rare that I get oversetted unless it's like kings versus ten, kings versus jacks, aces versus tens, right? But usually I'm the guy with pocket tens, and everybody else has pocket eights, sevens, six, fives, fours, threes, twos. Okay. And another reason why we don't call here with nine, ten suited is why, right? What happens when you hit a flush? Are you fist pumping? What happens when you hit a straight? Jack, queen, king. Yeah? Don't call here with this too wide. It's a bit too hard to play. Okay, put yourself in like really uncomfortable spots, like here. Even if you hit the flush, you're not happy, right? Wow. I fold. You could be drawing pretty dead, right? This guy has all the ace X in his range, right? Do you agree? This guy has all the ace X in his range, and then this guy raised his flop. What do you think he's raising with?
Ace eight, eights.
Which is bigger than yours, probably.
Most likely king, queen, king, jack.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't call. So, always pocket eights. Yeah. So if this guy has all the ace X in his range, and then you also have some ace X in your range, right? What makes this guy think he's gonna be able to bluff here, right? That's okay. But I think your first mistake was what, Guillermo? All in pre-flop, right? What do you do? What do I do? I three bet him, right? What does this guy do with pocket eights? Oh, I see. So now I play heads up with this guy, and I bet he calls the flop. I bet the turn he folds. Boom! I made money, right?
Easy.
Easy game then, right? I don't play four ways with 9-10 suited. Five ways, right? Okay. That's probably just like when you're grinding a lot and you see this guy's a fish, so you want to play with him, right? But a lot of times it's better to just isolate him and go heads up, right? Even if you go like 350 here or $3, you know, 350 probably I would go. It still has this guy still has a hard time to call here with pocket eights, right? Because there's still this guy left to act to him, this guy left to act, this guy left to act. He has nothing invested, right? He's most likely just gonna fold pocket eights, right? Okay. What do you think about 3xing here instead of min raise? I know min raising is your standard, right? What do you think of 3xing? Is it fine or is it better, you think? Guy squeezes. We call. Yeah, I mean, it's borderline. Check. You ever check back here? I don't mind checking back. You have to call now, right? You can't fold. That's fine. Old, old. I have no idea. Wow. When he calls the 5x raise, he's gonna have pocket tens jack, so I probably just fold the turn. I don't see them like pulling off too many bluffs like this, right? So it's gonna be more like a value hand, like tens, jacks, 8, 9. Bro, really? But the thing, guys at 20, 50, 25 and all, they'll do random stuff, right? You know what I mean? They'll do some stuff that you don't think they would do. So this is not a bad raise by him. He's not folding, right? 8 diamonds, queen diamonds, and you have what? King of clubs, jack of spades, or something like that. King of diamonds, jack of spades. Jack of diamonds. But even against his bluffing range, I think you're gonna, and that's it, right? And then there's pocket jacks, pocket tens, right? King aces. Queen, kings, aces. And then, yeah. Ace queen of hearts, he might raise a flop, but ace queen, ace king, diamonds. Oh, do you have the king of diamonds? We can have it. Something like that. So if you add those, and you probably fold, right? We have to assume he has those, right? When he calls, this guy, he wants to keep the fish in the hand. Okay. Okay, let's make this the last hand. Um, I don't call here with 10 jack offsuit. I'd probably put this into my 4 bet or fold. Category. Wait, up, yeah. I mean, it's close, right? So you should call here. We'll just bet. Yeah, I like this idea. Ship it.
Oh,
Pink.
this is the situation where you feel sick then.
Pink. No, I think Euro was happy on the river.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Okay, anyways, hope that was enjoyable, guys.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
I mean, there's a lot to learn still, right? But yeah, Giro, the thing I suggest you is some of those marginal spots you're trying to make plus EV, just avoid it, right? Like calling under the gun with ace four suited out of position. I know you want to call, but sometimes you can just avoid it in the first place. Okay. I mean, it's not going to pull you. I'm telling you now, it's probably not going to be plus EV. You call them. Yeah. And just avoid that spot where you call out of position versus UTG, right? Uh, with ace four, you're not gonna make any money. At best, it's gonna be a zero EV, right? You know what I mean? That's the best case scenario for you to be zero EV. And if you can avoid those spots, it's gonna make your grind a bit easier. Same thing with the 9-10 suited end, right? It saves yourself some headaches. You don't have to think too much, and then you don't have to do anything too crazy. Okay. Yeah. We'll do that next time. All right. I'll talk to you guys
Thank you.
next. Have a good day.
Bye.
The same, bye.